I'm Katrina.
And boy, words. Coming from our mouths, occasionally making sense.
Occasionally making you entertained, hopefully. I guess we'll see.
Gosh, I hope so.
If not, I'm very disappointed.
So us starting this podcast today with, the giggles reminds me of last night. We were trying to record a birthday message for my cousin, because his birthday is I don't know when his birthday is.
Soon.
Sometime coming up soon, yeah. So it was like a little happy birthday thing, and my brother goes, "Sorry you couldn't be there," but he meant to say, "Sorry we couldn't be there," but I cracked up laughing, and then we had to stop the recording, obviously, and then it took us 4 or 5 takes, because we just kept cracking up at the point that he would start talking, because I would think of, "Sorry you can't be there," because it was literally my mom going, "Hey, Brian, sorry, happy birthday, hope it's a good one," and then my brother, "Sorry you can't be there."
Wow.
So, that's what I think of now, and I love that. How are you?
I'm doing alright. It's Mother's Day, so today has been interesting.
We didn't really celebrate today. We celebrated yesterday.
That makes sense, because... Brother, yes. But, yeah, today's been interesting. We drove to, our grandparents' house and left flowers in their backyards and stuff, so...
Aww.
That was fun. But, yeah, this week has been... It feels like all the weeks are the same, except this week should not feel... Well, next week should not feel the same, because... my AP tests are coming up, and so I need to be studying instead of just doing normal schoolwork. So
yeah, I'm only taking one AP test. Go me!
When is that one?
My school's decision. AP Stats.
Oh, yeah.
The one that I just had to teach myself the last chapter of, and, I didn't cry learning it, I, started laughing, because I was so confused.
That's me all the time, just I don't understand, so I'm just gonna...
It was normally we fill out the notes in class, but the notes aren't everything, just putting the words in the blanks. You write a lot of extra stuff when he's teaching it.
Yeah.
And we didn't get that opportunity. He just was "Here are the notes filled out for you." And it's that's great and all, but what is happening? So basically, I was given a bunch of equations with no instructions on how to use them or what letters stood for what.
Oh.
I did not do great on that test. I got a 6 out of 7 on the first part and a 2 out of 6 on the second part. And I don't even feel bad about it, honestly.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Understandable.
Yeah, we don't love quarantine self-taught.
Yeah.
Math.
I'm going to have to start cramming for my calculus test because it's on Tuesday, and I have not, prepped myself basically at all. I've done the, problems that my teacher has, recommended, but even that, I've been, barely conscious. I don't know.
So, I'm a senior, right? That's no secret. Or am I? I don't know at this point.
Rachel's a senior!
I know. But, we're supposed to be done.
Yeah.
In normal school, we're done. But I have one teacher that just keeps assigning things. And it's a senior-only class, so I don't know what she's doing, but it's really annoying me.
That's really weird.
I'm done. I have my associate's degree, which... Have we recorded since I got that officially?
I don't think so.
I have that now.
Rachel graduated... wait, maybe you did. Because I was wait, graduated college?
I think we were talking about it, because the graduation was... Well, graduation. It was Wednesday.
Okay. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
We were talking about it.
We talked about the we got Texas Roadhouse for dinner, and I was very happy.
Yay.
We were supposed to go out to eat. We had reservations at this place that's, it's not exclusive. Everybody just loves it there. So you have to get your... Well, I mean, yeah, that is kind of exclusive. But it's not expensive, is what I mean. We've had reservations there for, 5 or 6 months.
Oh, no.
It's just so good. And we were going to go there for my stepdad's birthday, but we didn't get the reservations in time. Or actually, we did, But we got them at the one 3 hours away, not the one in our town.
Oh.
So that doesn't work.
Yeah, that complicates things.
Yeah. So we were like, okay, we'll just do it for graduation. And then, the incident.
Yep.
Which is depressing! But anyway, yeah, I have my associate's degree and I haven't graduated high school yet.
That's so funny to me.
Yeah. And, like, in my old town, that would have been considered the craziest thing because the dual enrollment classes there were, like, they were just taught by the high school people, but you still had to, like, pay for them and go through, like, it was just a lot worse. You had to, like, go over to the community college to take them.
Yeah.
And that's not what my dual enrollment classes are. Granted, the community college was literally next door to the high school, so it wasn't hard to get over there.
Yeah.
But it was, like, still not as convenient as I have it, or had it. I don't know if I'm using past or present tense.
Use future tense.
No! I did it! I'm done! But all of the people from my hometown are like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy, congratulations, like, wow, you must be crazy, because there, only one person was able to get, like, their associates while in high school, and he was a certified genius, like, literally genius.
Oh, wow.
So the fact that I was able to do it, everyone's like, wow, you must be so crazy, smart, and talented, and I'm like, I go to a richer school than the one I grew up in, is really what it is.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in rural Missouri, and I no longer live rural or Missouri, so... Yeah, but yeah, how have you? How have you? What's your favorite thing this week?
My favorite thing this week is self-care, because you remember that, Neutrogena quiz that you sent me, like, months ago? I just now took it.
Oh my gosh.
And so I actually have a facial care routine, and I've been doing
That's
it for,
nice.
like,
I don't.
4 days, three or 4 days. So, that's been really interesting, like, adding that to my routine and being like, oh no, I forgot, I need to do that now, and so, yeah.
Yeah, I had a giant breakout. You can still kind of see the remnants of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's still not great, but, like, right in there. It's significantly less red. I just stuck a bunch of acne dots on it, let those sit for, like, 15 hours, and then I woke up in the morning and I was fine. That's my skincare routine. Get an acne breakout, just get rid of it really quickly. Don't prevent it, just get rid of it.
Alright. That's one way to do it, I guess.
It works. As long as I have, like, 15 hours to kill.
Yeah. And with the incident, you have all the time in the world.
Yes and no. I mean, I do still work.
That's true. What are
Also,
your... Oh, continue.
No, we're not going to have the Mountain Dew pop. It's funny, because I'm from the Midwest, and we supposedly say pop here. The pop of the opening tab, because I'm drinking a caffeine-free root beer, because we're recording much later than normal.
Yeah. I noticed that right when you held it up and drank it. I was like, that's not Mountain Dew. What is this?
I have a few empty Mountain Dew cans on my desk right behind my computer, but those are from, like, past recordings when I just stick them there, and I'm like, I'll deal with it later, and I never deal with it, because I am trash. I've been watching a lot of John Mulaney, and I feel myself slipping into, like, John Mulaney, like, I don't even know, like, his...
Yeah, his
rhythm,
his vibe, basically.
Cadence, yeah. Like, I feel myself
that.
talking like him, and I'm like, you know, I don't hate that.
I feel like a lot of people, that's happening to a lot of people, because there's, this girl that we both follow on TikTok, I think.
The makeup one?
Oh, yeah, the makeup ones are happening, but I was saying...
Oh, but she's been doing it before it was, like, a big thing. She was one of the initial people that started it. Oh, she's so funny.
I was saying I forget her name. Sydney. The Howdy.
Oh, I love her!
She has such John Mulaney energy, like...
But hers I don't think is intentional at all.
Yeah, not intentional, but, like, it's so hilarious. And the fact that a lot of people have John Mulaney energy right now, I need that in my life, because...
I mean, I just need John Mulaney in my life, not gonna lie.
Me too. Oh my gosh.
We stan. If you don't like John Mulaney, I'm sorry for your loss, but, like...
Anyway, what are your favorite things this week, as I was going to say earlier?
My first favorite thing this week is the Curse of Oak Island. Have I talked about that at all on here?
It sounds familiar, but...
Okay, so it's a TV show, and it's like National Treasure, but real and significantly less Nick Cage.
Yeah, that rings a bell. I think you talked about it last week.
I might have also talked about it in Bacon and Eggs, I think.
Oh, yeah,
in their
that's
Discord
true.
server. But here's the tea, right? The Curse of Oak Island, it's called the Curse of Oak Island because supposedly 7 people have to die before the treasure can be found. But basically there's this treasure in Oak Island off the coast of Nova Scotia, and people have been digging for it for over 200 years. But every time someone gets close, the curse happens and, like, everything goes wrong.
Oh, no.
So, it's following... And this is, like, a History Channel show. Like, it's as legit as it can be. Like, not scripted or anything.
Yeah.
And so you're following the Laginas, who, by the way, Alex is my favorite, and he's not even one of the main guys. Alex is one of the main guys' nephews. Love him, though. He's also... attractive. I'm not gonna lie. He's an attractive guy. But anyway, you're following Rick and Marty Lagina, who are these 2 brothers that heard about Oak Island when they were reading it in, like, Reader's Digest or something, and as like, little kids. And so all of his life, Rick has wanted to go find this treasure. Wait, is it Rick or Marty? I can never tell them apart. I just know one of them is rich, and the other one was a mailman all of his life, but the rich one, who is the younger brother, is fulfilling the older brother's dreams.
Okay.
Rick Lagina. Marty Lagina's brother. Yeah, Rick is the one that is he's the older brother. He's been going for it all his life. And then Marty is the one financing it all. Mm-hmm. It's just so good. It's so good. But yeah, the curse is that so far 6 people have died throughout history, not just, like, in this show, trying to find it. And according to the curse, 1 more must die for the treasure to be revealed. And the reason it's 7 people is supposedly the people that buried the treasure, or at least I think this is what it is. I can't remember exactly if that's what they said. But the people that buried the treasure left 7 slaves to die there to guard it. So the spirits must, like, meet or something.
Oh, that's wild.
It's kind of nuts, not gonna lie, but I'm super into it.
Yeah, it sounds super interesting.
It is.
What's your second favorite thing?
My second favorite thing this week... Can I try that one again? My second favorite thing this week is playing Stardew Valley. But not just playing Stardew Valley. You can start over while keeping your old one, if that makes any sense. So a save file? Yes, you can have multiple worlds going at once. Mm-hmm. And I just started a new world. But you can have different layouts. So they have, like, the standard layout, and then they have the fishing layout where you have a lot of water around your farm. You have the forest layout where you have all the resources of the forest right in your house, literally. And then there's the monster one where it's the standard farm, but monsters come out once it gets dark, which I think will be a fun one.
So, like Minecraft?
No, like every child's nightmares ever.
That's fair.
Yeah, but the annoying thing about starting a new save in Stardew is you have to start over on stats. So, like, you get tired from cutting down a single tree and have to go to bed. So you can cut down, like, a tree a day. Honestly. I mean, isn't cutting down a tree kind of a lot of work?
Yeah, it is a lot of work.
So that would make sense in real life, but in Stardew, you can cut down... Well, and all your tools start over, because I had them all upgraded, so it took me 3 chops to cut down a tree. Right now it takes me 15, which also drains my energy, because it's 5 times as much. I have to start over in the mines, which is stupid. I mean, like, makes sense, that's kind of the point, but...
Yeah.
All my quests, I have to start over with making the community center whole. But anyway, what's your favorite song this week?
Oh, for a second I thought that I didn't say my favorite thing, and I was like, excuse me. My favorite song this week is another One Direction song, which we're not shocked. But it's Never Enough.
You said you weren't gonna do what I did with Bastille, and here
Well,
we
I'm
are.
not just doing, like, every single song on every single album, though. I'm just doing One Direction. Like, you didn't do every single song on every single Bastille album, but I'm not just doing the entire Midnight Memories thing. But the song is Never Enough, and it's... the way it starts is so iconic. Ahua! And I'm not exaggerating. That's exactly how it starts. You should listen to it. It's a good song, and I've listened to it probably once every day this week, just to get into good vibes. That was a sentence. But yeah, it's a really good song, and it gets me in a good headspace, which is very much needed during these times. So.
The time of the incident. Can we have that written in, like, history books, please?
The time of the incident.
Yes.
We might have to be a little bit more specific in the history books, but...
Right, but you know how they always have these big overarching chapter titles?
Yeah.
The time of the incident.
Because,
like, there are some that are like, War, the Americas, and the flourishing spirit, and it's talking about, like, the Great Awakening or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The time of the incident.
I mean, I'm not going to be writing any history textbooks anytime soon, but...
Come on, Katrina! Get with it!
How about you write it?
My pen's almost out of ink. See? In fact, so it's a G2, and the, top part that, like... So G2s screw together right above the gripper.
Mm-hmm.
So this top part where the clicky is had a crack right on the screw, so it won't stay screwed together anymore. So I had to take it apart, and I'm using a like aqua blue G2 case with the aqua blue ink just sitting to the side, because I'm almost out of this pen anyway, so it's not a huge deal. But I wasn't gonna throw it away. We know I would never do that.
Yeah.
To G2. Anyway.
What's your favorite song this week?
Are we shocked that it's country?
No.
No. So.
I'm also the one that wrote it in the document, so I'm very much not shocked.
Okay, right. But this week it's Does to Me by Luke Combs featuring Eric Church, and it's a new-ish song. It was on the new country station, but that doesn't always mean it's new, because they play some, like, older stuff, too. So, you know, there's that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the chorus is something along the lines of, it might not mean much to you, but it does to me, and it's like, I'm a hard worker, a dang good brother, something about working hard, falling to my knees, I think? I don't know, I haven't listened to it in a few days, but it's a good song, and it's, like, very much just the country spirit in a song.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's cute. Also, Luke Combs, I just love his music.
That's very fair.
Not even gonna lie a little bit. Someone asked me who my favorite country artist was, and I legitimately don't know. I just like the vibe of country music, so I kind of just listen to it all. I guess Blake Shelton. God's Country is a good song.
He's a pretty iconic one, so.
Yeah, he is, but, like, for good reason.
Yeah.
It's not like he's Miley Cyrus and everyone likes him because he's got a ton of scandals and weird family history. It's like, he's just I mean, I think he does have a few scandals in there, but what celebrity doesn't at this point? Let's be honest.
Oof.
Oof. What's trending on YouTube? YouTube.
Honestly, there's not a lot trending on YouTube. Well, like...
Now I'm thinking about trains. Now I'm thinking about Big Bang Theory. Do you watch Big Bang Theory at all? Have you watched Big Bang Theory at all?
I've watched a couple clips because my parents used to watch it.
Oh, okay. So in one of the... You know about Sheldon, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in one of Sheldon's rants, he's talking about how we get from one topic to another. He was like, now I'm thinking about train of thought. Now I'm thinking about trains. And then they're all eating, having conversations. All of a sudden he goes, oh, now I'm thinking about comic books. And then they go back, and then like 10 minutes later he's like, back to trains. So that's what I think about when I think of train of thought.
Good.
Now I'm thinking about trains. And it's always that specific line. Is now I'm thinking about trains.
Alright, anyways, what's, the video that I
Were you about to ask me what's trending?
No.
Oh, okay.
Of course not. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
Alright, so the video that I saw that was trending, there were, like, the same amount of things are always trending, but most of them are, like, music videos or news things or, like, things that I don't think we can talk about.
The incident?
Yeah. The only one that I thought we could have something to say on was a Trey Kennedy video that's called Day 1 in Quarantine versus Day 50. And some of the points that he made in there were very valid, because it was a skit type video, so it was like, oh, I'm so motivated with Day 1, and then it's like, oh, I've been wearing the same sweatshirt for 2 weeks straight.
Okay, but that's so accurate.
Yeah. So, I just thought we could talk about things that we did, like, at the beginning of quarantine versus what we've been doing.
My mom was, like, dead set on, like, we're gonna keep a schedule, and we're gonna have everything done at a certain time, and we're gonna get up a certain time every day, and, like, I still do that because I work, but if I did not work, that would definitely not be happening, and she does not do it at all, so there's that.
Yeah.
Am I calling my mom a hypocrite? No, because this is recorded and she can hear it, but you could call her that, and I don't know that I would fight you on it.
One thing that my family used to do, like, at the beginning was, oh, we're going on a walk to the park, like, every day. And that has not been happening.
When was the last time you went to the park?
Last time I went to the park was probably, like, a week and a half ago.
That's every day.
For sure.
Quarantine days aren't real.
Yeah. Like, I'll look at the clock and I was on a Zoom call for, like, with some of my school friends for, like, 3 hours. It did not feel like 3 hours. It was like, oh, it's been an hour. It feels like it's been, like, 10 minutes. Which, time is not...
real.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways.
Should we talk about Twitter trending?
I don't know, should we?
I just hang up.
She's done it!
You've done it more than I have.
That's true.
I've done it, like,
are you saying
maybe
I'm a little bit of a hothead? Oh, I got my new book of the month.
Ooh,
it's called The Knockout Queen. Yeah. I can't remember what it's about. Oh, it's about rich people who have, like, family secrets and stuff. So, real life.
Lots of fun.
Yeah, of course. So anyway, what's trending?
Anyway, the first thing that I saw trending on Twitter, I didn't think we could talk specifically about this thing, but I felt like it was a general topic that's been happening a lot recently. But the name of the Twitter moment is Nintendo servers went down and Animal Crossing descended into chaos. And I've noticed that since we've been in our houses and, like, not able to leave, a lot of media platforms have been going down more frequently, which, like, makes sense because more people are using them more frequently. Like, I was on Twitch, like, watching a stream, like, I think maybe a week ago, and, like, all of Twitch just, like, shut down, which was, like, so crazy to me. But it makes sense because a lot of people are, like, a lot more people are streaming more often and stuff like that, but I didn't know if you had seen anything like that happen to you, or...
No, because I don't play Stardew Online.
That's fair.
Like, you can pick up your Switch and take it wherever, and you can still play almost every game, as long as you don't play the online, like, connected part, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would be very upset if Stardew went down. But I think I would be more upset just because, like, how? It's not even an online game!
Yeah, that happens a lot in, the stream that I was watching when Twitch went down is, the streamer's name is Lil Simsy, and she does, Animal Crossing and Sims streams, because Lil Simsy. Mm-hmm. Her last name is Sims, so it's not
I think we've talked about that one before.
Yeah. But every time, like, Origin servers, which is the game that The Sims runs off of, every time the Origin servers go down, like, everything that happens in chat is like, oh my gosh, are the Sims servers down for, like, everybody, or is it just me? And, like,
it's like, well, if everybody's posting it,
if everything's
probably
posting
not
it.
just you. Also, is Origin like Discord where they have a server down map or notification somewhere?
Well,
because if not, they should invest in one.
There are some of the people that work on The Sims and other, like, games that run off of Origin tweet about it, but they don't have, like, a page, I don't think.
So, when you restart Stardew, this is unrelated, but it just happened to me and it made me laugh, your energy bar is super low, so there's very little you can do during the game, right?
Yeah.
It's 9:50, all I did was water my plants, and I got a notification of, you're starting to feel exhausted. I'm like, that's a mood!
Me too.
By the way, Henry's doing great.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah. My brother met my son. Oh my, I'm so mad.
Explain.
My brother got a dog in September and didn't tell us until yesterday.
What?
Got a puppy. Got a purebred golden retriever puppy and did not tell us.
I'm so mad. And I don't even know your brother.
Yeah, he walked in, and he's a very socially awkward person normally. So...
Me too.
He's like, I've been keeping a secret from you guys. And my mom goes, he's either gay or has a girlfriend. Because that's just like, that is my brother. It's like, he's either gay or he has a girlfriend. Those are the only two secrets he could give us right now. And he goes, I have a puppy. We were like, wait, what? So everyone in my family is actually, like, mad at him. Because, she's adorable. So that was her as a bitty baby puppy. Yeah, here.
I love her.
She is a little bean. Her name is Ginger. She is a red golden retriever.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like, we're all mad because she's the cutest thing ever. And we did not get to see her as a baby. So my mom keeps joking that and he came yesterday and didn't bring her with to meet her cousin Sky. Yeah.
That's illegal.
Yeah, so my mom now has 2 grand dogs and a grandbaby. She's thriving.
One for each kid.
Yes!
Wait, is Yoda a step one?
Well, Yoda, I guess he would be a step cousin. Well, because he's Micah's dog initially, but then Jesse definitely claimed him. And, like, when my brother-in-law Micah moved out to Arizona, while my sister finished her degree here, the dog stayed with Jessie. The dog did not get to go with to Arizona. The dog had to stay with Jess. So, I'll let you make your conclusion on that one. But also, she refers to Yoda as her son, and before they had a Harper, they kept saying, Yoda, are you ready to be a big brother?
Oh.
So, I don't know, I guess Yoda counts. My family's weird.
It's okay.
I also have an aunt who acts and, like, is in a show that was... I think they've recorded it all before the incident. But, like, it's not a huge show. It's an Amazon Prime thing that isn't up yet. But she just, like, didn't tell any of us that she's one of the main people in it.
That's so wild.
My family's really weird. Like, our heritage doesn't connect us to anyone famous. But we have weird, random things like that. My grandpa was on the History Channel, but we already knew about that. We might be related to, well, my cousins might be related to the Peterson coffee people in, California. I'm not related because my mom is adopted by my grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
But not her mom. So I'm not blood related to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my family history, it's so funny. Because it's completely normal. And then all of a sudden you find out your brother's had a dog since September he didn't tell you about. And yes, I'm very bitter about it if you can't tell.
What? No.
And I think I have every right to be.
Yeah, you do.
Like, Sky didn't get to meet her cousin, and I didn't get to spoil my second niece as a baby. What's
disappointing?
I know. But anyway, that's my life.
Anyway.
What were we talking about?
Twitter.
Sims being down.
Yeah, the Sims being down. Anyway, we could probably move on to the second trending thing.
This actually makes me really mad that it's just now being done. So yeah, let's move on to the second trending.
Okay, so the second trending moment is Halftime High School is coming, and basically the gist of it is that, because of the social distancing practices,
The incident.
Yeah. I don't know how to phrase this. Did you read everything yet?
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically, high schools are going to... The gist of it is high schools are going to cut down their hours greatly. So instead of going to school 8 hours a day and then having a sport or drama or something or work after and then doing homework after that and then going to bed and just being, like, completely dead by the end of the day, they're going to cut down to what the article is calling halftime high school. Mm-hmm. So one of the proposed theories is only 15 hours of in-class or, like, in-school work. You could do, like, an every other day schedule, but, the school building would remain open for both office hours and students that didn't have internet access to work in the library. Mm-hmm. So it would be a lot more independent work, and it would be structured to set students up for more of a college-like atmosphere, mm-hmm. which I'm really jealous of.
Yeah, I feel like this is a topic that's brought up a lot because the amount of work that high school students are, like, expected to be doing is like, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Because there are only 24 hours in a day, and everybody's like, oh, you should be getting 8 hours of sleep and also do this, like...
Have you seen the Modern Family thing? Or...
I think so.
Where Claire goes in to, like, a parents' meeting for one of Alex's AP classes.
Oh, yeah, I have seen that one.
Modern Family AP classes. I'm just gonna pull up the text post. Because it's like one of those things you read and you're like, Yeah, so the teacher says, I realize our juniors are busy with SATs, so as a rule I only give 2 hours of homework a night. And Claire Dunphy goes, 2 hours? And the teacher says, oh, our students are highly advanced. It's nothing they can't handle. And she says, I'm sure they can. It's just if they have 2 hours in this class and they have an hour from AP Bio and an hour and a half from Advanced Lit. Hang on a sec. Let me do this on the board. And then another hour and a half for AP history gives us 6, and then there's like a Twitter thing that follows that where it's like, so 6 hours of homework plus the 8 hours we're in school plus having to get in some amount of sleep at some point. We're supposed to spend time with our families. Some of us have to work to support our families or ourselves in our futures. We cannot survive.
Exactly. And because of like how much this is brought up.
6 plus 8. 6 plus 8 is 14. Plus another 8 would be 22. So then you get 2 hours that you get to dictate. Assuming you don't need a job, in which case you have to take out of either homework or sleep. Mm-hmm. I take it out of both. A little bit here, a little bit there.
And because this is like a topic that is talked about a lot when it comes to like, especially the American education system, I don't know about like other education systems, but because this is brought up so often, I'm surprised that it took, like, the incident for this to, like, take place, because it's been brought up multiple times by a lot of different people, and it's spread a lot, in the fact that it's only happening because of this thing instead of, like, the well-being of teenagers in general.
Quite honestly, it doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise me, but it makes me mad.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm also mad that it's, like, just now happening.
Yeah, after you graduated.
Yeah. Am I graduated? I don't know. I have a teacher that's still assigning work. All my other classes are like, once you turn in your big project, you're done. We're not doing finals. The school okayed us to not do finals right now. We're not doing finals. You're done. And I'm like, cool. Except this one teacher. We not thriving in that class.
On the plus side, my school is also not doing finals except for the AP classes.
I'm only in AP classes. That's all I have.
I thought you just said you were only in AP stats.
No, that's the only AP test I'm taking.
Oh, AP test. That.
Yeah. I'm in AP Lang, AP Stats, AP Gov, and Photo 2, which is not an AP class, but it is a community college credit, which is why I took it. And I ended up being good at it.
Yay!
Yeah.
How did I start the sentence?
You only have your AP classes that you have to.
So we're not taking finals for any of the classes except for the AP tests that are, like, state mandated or whatever. But because...
AP tests are not state mandated.
I don't know what the terminology, so that's why I said or whatever.
I mean, it's a national test.
That's true.
So here's how my school does it. If you don't take the... Well, normally, if you don't take the AP exam, you don't get the weighted credit, and it's just marked as advanced on your transcript. Mm-hmm. But if you do take the AP exam, then it is marked as AP, and you get the 5-point GPA scale instead of the 4-point. But this year, my school waived that, because they were like, we've been handling this poorly. I'm like, yeah, you have been, but whatever. I'm not bitter. But, like, on whether or not you have to take them is entirely up to your school.
Mm-hmm. But, as I was saying earlier, I keep my brain just not focusing today. But because of not having to take finals, like, some of my classes are getting out, like, way earlier than others. Like, my physics class, like, he did a huge, like, oh, this is the last Zoom of the year, because, like, most of the classes I have with seniors, and so the teachers don't want to teach past the seniors if they don't have to. And so they're like, oh, so we're gonna end our classes when the seniors are supposed to be, like, when it was supposed to be their last day, which was last week, or this week, or
this past Friday.
Yes. So, it's weird because my brother still has a lot of classes because he's a freshman and doesn't have classes with seniors, and so they're still on the same schedule. But it was weird, like, when we're talking to our grandparents in, like, group chats or anything, and it's like, oh, are you guys both done with school? And it's like, here's the thing. Yes and no. So, yeah, I just think that's kind of.
Supposedly, my last day is not until the 27th. But my school also starts a month after yours, so it makes sense that seniors get out a little later. But, like, I only have one class that's still assigning work. The rest were like, here's a project, you're done. Leave me alone. Because it's all senior classes. And they're like, we don't want to do anything. Please don't make us do anything.
Yeah.
And that's coming from both us and the teachers.
Makes sense.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Not thriving.
Anyway, should we answer some listener questions?
Yeah, we should. What are our listeners questioning?
So, our first set of questions are from @SuperZanQ. Hi, little brother.
Hey, little brother.
And his first question is, what's your opinion on wolves?
I love them. My Patronus is a wolf. Fun fact.
Oh.
Because it was like, it's too wild to be a dog. Let's make her a wolf. It's like, okay.
A wolf.
Okay, I like wolves. They cool. Good vibe.
I really like wolves because that was the, like, mascot of my elementary school, and so it was like, oh my gosh, we're the wolves, and so, like, I grew up being like, oh my gosh, wolves are so cool. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Also, in Minecraft, they're pretty cool. Also, the song by One Direction that is named Wolves, a bop and a half.
I have a question for you, though.
Yes.
What does the fox say? Love you. She hung up!
I'm sorry.
She hung up on me. She did not like my question. So you'll take any question from the listeners. You hung up on me. How dare you hang up on me?
You've tested my patience more than once.
That is true. Don't think that means you get to hang up on me.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
You're right, I'm not.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, what's our next question?
The next question is, who wants to be my new co-host? It's been a while since that one.
Yeah.
Our next question is also from @SuperZanQ, and he says, what's the best shape for a chicken nugget? I was telling my mom that everyone is getting dino chicken nuggets, also known as chicken dinos, I don't know why I said them weirdly, for their kids, and I had to load them into people's cars and be like, oh, that looks so good. So she went out and got me some. I know. So dinosaur. Rawr.
I haven't had dino nuggets in a while, so I'm just gonna have to say, like, generic, even though that sounds, like, super boring, because it is. But...
have I told you my chicken dino story?
No.
Alright, and put yourself in the mind of 4th or 5th grade math competition. Which for me meant getting in a car, driving 4 or 5 hours away to get to the math competition at like 10 a.m. So we left early. But then, and it was in Springfield, Missouri. I was there with like 4 of my best friends, because it was all the gifted program kids, because I was friends with the gifted program kids, because I'm socially awkward and only know how to talk to people about school, or at least that was the case then, so I was only friends with people that I was in class with. So it was me and the gifted kids, and one of the gifted kids' moms, who ended up becoming the gifted teacher at the middle school, she's very mean. She did not like me. She's not mean necessarily. She's just very... Imagine Umbridge, but, like, taken down a few notches. That's this woman. So, like, I was best friends with this girl. We'll call her Nomi. So, I was best friends with Nomi. The gifted teacher's daughter, who we will call Bookie. was wanting to be best friends with Nomi, but was not best friends with Nomi. I was best friends with Nomi. So every chance that Bookie's mom got, she would pair up Nomi and Bookie and put me with someone I did not like. So she's one. Yeah. So she just like didn't like me because she thought I got in the way of Nomi and Bookie. But anyway, the three of us got along fine. Well, Bookie didn't like me for a while, but we're chill now. It was just like elementary school drama. But anyway, it was me, Nomi, Bookie, and this kid Foster. Foster's not in any drama, so I'll give him his real name. But we were sitting at this restaurant in Springfield, and we called it the floating root beer place because the name of the sign was on a like old bottle of root beer that was like rotating in the sky, so it was like their sign was root beer. And I ordered chicken dinos, and we were playing Truth or Dare at the table while Bookie's mom sat a table away because she was embarrassed by us.
As adults do.
Yes. But my dare was to, when we walked out of the store, do like rock star hands, shake my head like I'm at a rock star concert, and go, I love chicken dinos! And I did it. So now anytime I eat chicken dinos, I send them to that group of people and I go, I love chicken. Like I send them a video of me doing it because I don't know.
Good.
Yeah. So that's the chicken dinos story.
Alright, Super ZanQ's last question is how much Braille water can be thrown at a cow in a minute?
Braille, like the thing that blind people read?
I guess.
Maybe he means pails of water?
Based on his previous question, I'm not going to give him any credit. So,
7.
I'm going to say 4.5.
Ooh, that's a good one. But of course, these are all estimations. We don't speak for the Braille water-throwing cows.
The cows aren't the ones throwing the water. It's being thrown at a cow.
Aw! The poor cows! The cattle!
Cattle rights.
Cattle rights. Don't let PETA hear that. I don't like PETA. Anyway. Literally, I had an article pop up for me to read. It was like, recommended because you have a dog. And it was like PETA basically saying any form of having a collar on your dog is going to kill them and you're a terrible dog owner for it. And I was like, okay, thank you for your input.
Oof.
Yeah, it was just one of those like, what are you gaining from this besides just being annoying? Because it was like, pinch your collar will kill your dog. Buckle collar will definitely kill your collar. Everybody has a buckle collar on their dog. They're like, that's your standard dog collar, and they're not bad for your dog. Anyway, it's all just stupid.
What's our next question?
Next question is from @Melmic222, aka Katrina's mommy.
Hi, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day. And she says, what's your favorite flower? I just bought my mom some roses.
Oh.
Except I didn't buy her roses, I bought her a rose plant. My mom doesn't, she's become a crazy plant lady. She doesn't want just flowers. She wants something that she can grow and love forever. So.
That's fair.
Is it? I mean, she had children. What more does she want?
Okay, Rachel.
Am I not enough for her?
I think this is a conversation you need to have with your mom and not with me.
What's your answer to the question?
My answer to the question, I'd say, I never know how to answer this question. Roses are really
if you said
good.
if you said
What?
it, if you say it, then everyone's gonna get you only that for the rest of eternity. So, there's that.
Roses are good. Sunflowers are pretty.
I I'm annoyed.
Why?
I thought I gave my new Stardew person a cute little scarf around her neck, like a handkerchief. I think it's a red beard.
Oh no.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with roses and sunflowers for now because I cannot think of any other flowers, apparently.
What's a flower? Flower plower. Flower power. Flower power. Yeah, it's definitely a beard. Oh, maybe it's not, because when I turn to the side, it doesn't look like it, but when it's head on, it does.
Huh.
So maybe I'm gonna just pretend it's a handkerchief, even if it's not.
Maybe it's like a fuzzy poncho.
No, because it's like, it was an accessory I could add. So, like, she had a t-shirt on, and then I gave it a little red collar, which I thought the collar was a handkerchief. Apparently, it is not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a blast and a half, my world, let me tell ya. What's our next question?
Our last question is also from my mom, and it is, what is something you love to do that helps others?
Can it be something I get paid to do? Like loading people's groceries so they don't have to go into the scary germ-filled store. Because I like getting paid to do that.
Do you like getting paid or do you like doing the work?
I like getting paid.
Then that doesn't count.
There's a scene from The Simpsons where it's, why do you want to work here? Money can be exchanged for goods and services. So, that's my answer. I don't know. I haven't been around people in a while. I like to bake. Sometimes I bake and leave. Well, it used to be I would give people things, but now I leave them on their doorstep.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I like to listen to people. Because sometimes just listening to people.
To be fair, yeah, the scarf. To be fair, baking is also kind of a, like, Hufflepuff response to that, and I made it anyway, so, you know.
That's true.
Maybe we're all a little Hufflepuff.
And we should not be ashamed of being
Did
Hufflepuff.
you see that?
What?
Tom Felton got sorted into Hufflepuff.
Wait, who did?
Tom Felton.
I
Draco
thought he was
Malfoy.
Did he just now take it?
Yeah, he just now took it.
I thought he originally took it and got Gryffindor. Maybe he, like, retook it for...
I don't know. He took it recently, and it was all over Instagram, and now it's all over BuzzFeed, that he got Hufflepuff.
Aww.
And he wasn't happy about it, and I was like, Tom Felton.
Tom.
No!
We love Hufflepuffs.
We do love the
and
Hufflepuffs.
all houses.
And honestly, you would think as a Slytherin he would like Puffs. Because Slytherins and Puffs are buddies.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the last thing to talk about. Katrina!
Yes, Rachel?
Can it be time for our favorite segment on this quiz? Let's take a... I did it again. I called it a quiz. Can it be time for our favorite segment on this podcast? Let's take a BuzzFeed quiz. How about them apples?
I prefer bananas.
This is back to your... My mother's not here, so I will decide where to stop, and we will stop right about now.
No, I've actually never said that before in my life. I just felt like being snarky.
Gasp! You snarky? Never.
I feel like because I haven't interacted with people in a while, that whenever I do, like, talk with people or have a conversation, then, like, I feel very, like...
Snarky?
Well, either snarky or more of a conversationalist. Because, like, I've been making a lot of jokes whenever I'm around people, which is not something I normally do, just with people in public.
Me. With people in public, what's that like?
Could not tell you. Anyway.
Have you seen the thing that it's like when you find out your lifestyle is called quarantine?
Yeah, I have.
Anyway, what's our BuzzFeed quiz?
Our BuzzFeed quiz is, we'll give you a compliment based on your candy choices.
Okay. I could go for a compliment. Alright,
I think that's why you chose this one.
It is, actually. So our first statement, our first statement is pick a gummy. Jelly tube lot, yellow, green, and red plastic beads,
I hope not.
Orange and green candies on white ceramic bowl, gummy worms, clear-footed wine glass, or 2 white rabbit figurines. So, gummy worms, gummy bears, CBD gummy bears, sour gummy worms, pink gummy bears, or gummy eggs. I'm gonna go with jelly tube lot, which is the gummy worms.
I'm gonna go with the gummy worms, which is the sour gummy worms.
Lovely.
Also, I was debating between the sour ones or the normal ones, because the ones that you chose, like, that exact brand is, like, I was talking about the 4th and 5th grade, like, class for my old church earlier about the donut parties, but there were also these 2, like, teachers for that would always bring in gummy worms, and so on top of the 8 donuts, I would get gummy worms also, and so these...
You lied a lot, which is like the opposite of what you should be doing in church.
I didn't lie.
Really? Because when you were asked if you'd had donuts yet, you said no.
Well, I wasn't asked if I had donuts yet. They just gave them to me. And I did not say, I did not refuse them, which was probably the better thing to do. Anyway, the next question is pick a chocolate. Pile of eaten cupcakes. Brown and white.
Aren't those Reese's?
Those are Reese's.
With
pile of eaten cupcakes. Brown and white glass jars. Chocolates. Brown chocolate. Chocolate balls. Shallow focus photo of brown peanuts. Those are almonds. This whole thing is a train wreck.
So, I'm gonna go with brown and white glass jars, because that looks like a, like, what, worms in the dirt, or dirt pudding, or whatever.
Dirt and worms, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that on the bottom, so, like, Oreo crumbs, with, like, a mousse or pudding, and then some more crumbs on top.
I'm gonna do the chocolates, which is just the, like... I don't know how to describe them. They look good.
They look like a chocolate bark of some sort.
Yeah.
Like a thin bark with nuts in them. I'm gonna go with hazelnuts looking around on the background.
On the background. No, those are peanuts. All nuts are peanuts. What are you talking about? What's our next question?
Our next statement is pick a lollipop. 2 pink candies. It's candy ES. So it's like they didn't change the Y to I and add ES. They just added ES. Person holding lollipop near wall. Candies in jar close-up photography. Woman holding red heart ornament. Purple and yellow lollipop with white background. Red lollipop on white background. I mean, if any of these, I'm gonna go with candy in a jar. Because that is just your dum-dums in a mason jar. And I vibe with that.
I'm gonna go with the woman holding red heart ornament.
Ah!
What?
I had a quest to deliver green algae to someone, and I caught the green algae, and these are like timed quests. And then I looked up his schedule on the wiki, so I knew where he would be. And right as I was about to hand it to him, I hit the wrong button and ate it instead.
You what?
I ate it.
Oh, I thought you said you ate him, and I was like, I didn't know that happened in Stardew Valley.
I accidentally ate my friend.
Whoops, what can you do?
Anyway.
Next statement is, pick some jelly beans. Red and white Hello Kitty print food tray.
It's just a Jelly Belly wall.
Orange and red candies in cleared glass jar. Box of candy.
Those are peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, those are peanut M&Ms, like straight up. Those aren't even jelly beans. Assorted flavors of jelly beans. Assorted candies on plate. Those do not look like jelly beans
they're
either.
They're jellies, but they're not jelly beans.
And then assorted bottles, which are also Jelly Belly, but...
I mean, I'm going with the Jelly Belly wall. Or whatever it's called.
Whatever it is. I'm gonna have to go with the Jelly Belly wall, too.
So, good news. I was able to get more green algae.
Good.
I didn't have to just eat my friend.
What's our next question?
Our next statement is pick a cake. Chocolate cake, white and pink unicorn cake on pink stand, macaroon on cake, naked drapery chocolate cookies and cream cake on person's hand. Is that one showing up for you? Because I'm not getting it. Oh, 6 teal icing cupcakes with sprinkles. Shallow focus photo of cake. Shallow focus photo of cake, because those are Lucky Charm marshmallows on there.
Oh my gosh.
So you know it's a funfetti cake. It's decorated beautifully. And there are Lucky Charm marshmallows.
I'm gonna have to do the chocolate cake.
I love that it went very simple definition/description to very, very, very specific to very simple to very specific.
Yeah. Alright, our next statement is... I need to take
It's really more of a
scarf off
demand,
because
quite
it
honestly.
is making it hard for me to...
Breathe. Breathing's important.
No, it's not making it hard for me to read them. It's making it hard for me to
breathe.
scroll.
Not read.
I didn't have it around my mouth. Why would I be...
I don't know. Maybe you're allergic to the material or something.
Anyway, the next... the next statement is pick some colorful candy. Assorted dried fruits. Multicolored vegetable toys.
Fronts.
Assorted candies. Red and green sugar-coated candies on white surface. Pile of candies. It's candies, but without the A. And assorted colored candies.
I'm gonna have to go with the multicolored vegetables.
I'm gonna go with the assorted colored candies because they're Smarties.
I like that it's not just assorted vegetables, it's assorted vegetable toys. Aw, did you get your compliment?
I did! What did yours say?
You're beautiful inside and out.
Aw.
What'd yours say?
Mine said, you're ambitious. And...
Can we trade?
Yes.
Okay. I'm ambitious.
I'm beautiful inside and out.
Love you.
Love you more.
I love you the most. End of discussion. You can't fight back.
I can never win.
No, you can't. Anything else we should talk about this week?
Not that I can think of.
Awesome. I'm gonna roll over and go to bed because I have to work at 7 again.
Well, we should probably do the outro first.
I mean, I was planning on doing the outro. Nah, peace out.
Peace out, just like leave.
Doesn't even hang up, just like rolls into bed. This has been another episode of Perspective Z. That's been Katrina.
That's been Rachel.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Toodles.
Go Hokies.
Thank you.